Good morning and welcome again to Mission Alive. It is a beautiful day here in Sydney after the rain and the cold. It is a good day to be alive, and our mission is still alive. I want to share a little story with you this morning from my time in Papua. Yesterday I talked about death, and the day before life now is new life, to live again. Jesus' resurrection, to live again, to live perhaps more fully. I was at a certain place where I was running and in charge of a training centre, formation centre for lay ministry. And I was also involved in the parish and various things around. And it came time to move on to other things. So we're having a farewell. And various people made little speeches and thanked me for what I'd done and other things, which was all very complimentary and very nice. And then one lady got up and she recalled a story where we'd had a bit of a clash, and then she said that she was sorry and I'd been right and people had to stand on their own feet and do things more for themselves. But the point of the story is, then she said, "My son wants to say something." And this kid was maybe 10. So he said, "Father Roger, you saved my life. A snake bit me in the night and you took me to the hospital and I'm still alive." And I recalled the story. Would often happen in the middle of the night. People would come with various things, a few snake bites, different things, and I'd have to drive them in the night to the hospital, which was about 50 kilometres away on a very bad road. So this night they came, I got straight out of bed, into the truck, and we went. And the nurses treated this lad, and he survived. So he had a chance at life that he wouldn't have had. And I took him aside after we'd had our little farewell celebration, and I said, "You're alive. God has given you life again. Maybe God wants something of you in your life. So work hard at school, study hard, and trying to listen to what God has to say." I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he is or what the result was. But I often hope and pray that he has done something good with his life. This is what we try to do for people through our projects from the Mission Office, to give them another chance at life through the water, or a chance at school, or for health, or for things like that, where people at a period of time when things are not good and they get a new chance, something new in their life, and they can say, I live again. I can move on with life. And we see that often happen with people who face disasters, as many people in Australia have in recent years, with fires, floods, droughts, and many other things, and people move on. We are very resilient as human beings. We go through disaster, we get new life, and we move on. Often too, in that we can change and see things differently. As I've said before, young people in other countries, orphans, or who don't get the school possibilities that we would have naturally, normally, when they get a chance and they take the opportunity and work at it, then they have a chance of a different life, a new life. So we can change through these life experiences, and often change for the better. We can come out the other side stronger, different view of life, more positive, more in tune with other people. And because we've come through something difficult ourselves, we are stronger to be able to help others. And I'm sure this is what's going to happen after this crisis now. And in other places and other countries, people go through these changes. I often think of the Philippines and those places where they have these typhoons and absolutely destroy everything. Somebody said once, the Filipinos are very resilient. They go through these cyclones, often. They lose everything, they suffer, people die, but they survive and they go on. So perhaps a message for today for our mission is to live life and to live it to the full. As Jesus said, I've come to give you life and give you full life. So as we live fully for ourselves and for others, then that is the mission alive. Thank you for being with us.